Hi, it's Alistair Chapman and I'm here at BSC Expo and I'm on the Accsoon booth. I just spin the camera around. There's the Accsoon booth, and I wanted to show you guys something that's I think it's really neat. So this is the Accsoon Cineview SE, and this is a wireless transmitter, so that's nothing new. So we have a wireless transmitter, the receiver happens to be over there, and we're sending wirelessly the pictures from the camera. Now the camera that we're using here is a Sony FX6, and so we're taking the SDI, or it could be the HDMI, out of the FX6 into, around the back of here, an Accsoon See, then using the mobile phone as a monitor. And that's a really nice product, really good, like it very much, but here's the really clever bit. If you've got a Cineview SE, the Cineview SE acts as a Wi-Fi access point. So as well as being able to take the SDI from the camera to the Cineview and using that to transmit a very, very high quality image to an iPhone or an iPad, as we can see here, this is the output from the Cineview being received on an iPad Pro. If you connect the camera's Wi-Fi connection, so let me just go into the menu on the FX6 here, and if I go to my wireless LAN settings, I'm set to station mode, and I'm connected using the station mode setting to the Accsoon Cineview. So the camera is connected to the Cineview. Now my tablet now is connected to the Cineview. So I'm getting the high resolution image, very, very low latency image that's being transmitted from the SDI on the iPad Pro here. And with the iPad Pro, we can actually have two apps open at the same time. And this is Content Browser Mobile, Sony's app, also connected to here. So my connection, my wireless connection, is between the Cineview and the tablet, or it could be a phone, and then the camera is connected to the Cineview. And what this does is it greatly extends the range that you can get, and it makes it much, much more reliable. That connection is far more stable because you've got the 4 antennas, you've got a much better quality wireless transmitter, so we can get greater range. And I can control the camera using really any of the Sony apps, so this works with any Sony camera really. And we can control the camera, so I can put it into record, control the ND filter, and all the usual things that you can control via the Sony apps. And we have the Sony preview image, but at the same time, we also have the high quality image coming from the Cineview, and then we can stream that. We have integration, there's coming integration for Frame.io and things like that. We can record it locally, so the director could record a take and then he can play that back locally. So I think this is a really clever, smart way of working. So we have the Sony camera, it could be FX6, FX9, FX3, whatever your preferred camera is. You connect that wirelessly to the Cineview, which acts as an access point. You take your HDMI or SDI feed to the Cineview, so you have your high quality, low latency feed, and then on your tablet or phone, you can have both the high quality image with lookup tables, LUTs, we have waveform, you've got everything you expect from a professional monitor, as well as the ability to control the camera remotely. And I just think that's a really, really nice way to work, and it really does expand what you can do wirelessly with the Sony cameras. So that's the Accsoon Cineview. There's various versions. The SE we're using here, there's a slightly lower cost version that has HDMI only. This one is HDMI or SDI. And these devices, because you can buy the transmitter on its own, you don't have to buy the pair, start at around about £300, so it's not expensive. And then excuse me, you could actually have several iPads or iPhones connected to it. So perhaps for your director, you just give him the Accsoon app on an iPad, so the director can't control the camera. You haven't got to worry about the director doing anything silly with the camera, but he can monitor what you're shooting, change lookup tables, he can do his own remote recording and playback, and then perhaps on your phone or your app, you have the Sony app, so you can control your camera remotely and do all your remote control. It'd be very good for people using cameras on cranes and jibs and arms and stuff like that, where you perhaps can't always access the camera easily. So that's a really, I think, exciting and innovative way to use these devices from Accsoon.